Do you know the name Roger Bannister? This story will shock you. So, right from the 18th century, from 1886 through 1954, experts, sports managers across the world were trying to find the right way for an athlete to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. They had done all their scientific researches and done everything, and nothing seemed to work. Now, they even came with theories of how this can work, that it should work on a warm day, with no wind, with a very hard ground, and a very great athlete with a lot of people cheering them so that they can run a mile in less than 4 minutes. There came Roger Bannister. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Bannister didn't follow any of the things that they said. In fact, a lot of people hated him because they called him a lone wolf. He was trying to achieve something without necessarily considering other people. He was just doing him. So on the 6th of May, 1954, a cold day instead of being warm, like the scientists said, the floors were wet and not dry, as it was said. And he didn't have large crowds, boisterous, shouting and cheering for him. He just had few thousands of people. He decided to take this race. So that morning in Oxford, he took this journey. And eventually, Roger Bannister broke this seemingly global curse that the world couldn't run away from. It looked more than just a physical limitation. It looked like a great psychological limitation. Now, this is not the interesting part. The interesting part is, few days after Roger Bannister made this possible and the world heard about it, an athlete in Australia eventually broke this record. And in few months, in few years, a lot of people broke the record. And from 1954 till today, thousands and thousands of athletes, high school students, middle school students, have broken this record. Now, herein is the lesson. The reason why most people couldn't break this record is that there was already a psychological limitation to make them feel like this was impossible. So no matter how hard they trained, they just couldn't do this. And that's why hard work alone is not a solution to becoming your highest, greatest, and best self. That limitation was there. But immediately Roger Bannister broke this record, the whole world saw it was possible, and all of a sudden, something that from 1886 till 1954, no one had ever been able to do. All of a sudden, a few days later, an athlete in Australia did this, and then hundreds of people, thousands of people have now done it. So the question I want to ask you today is that what is that limitation that no one seems to be able to do in your family, among your friends, in your nation, in your continent, across the world? The fact that no one has ever done something before is not a proof that it cannot be done. It just certainly means that you trying to do it may be that Roger Bannister in this generation. Today I want to encourage you that just as everyone was against Roger Bannister because he seemed like a lone wolf and he was just doing him, maybe that mindset you have, that you are going straight towards that dream and everybody seems to be against you, maybe you may be that Roger Bannister we are waiting for. So you are that Roger Bannister for your family, to break limitations in your family and take your family into a level of wealth, comfort, and greatness that your family has never seen. You are that Roger Bannister for your nation, to bring growth, to bring development, to bring jobs, to bring great opportunities to your nation that your nation has never tasted before. People may be complaining about your continent. Maybe you are that Roger Bannister to make everybody know that it is very possible in that continent to make great things happen in that continent. So whatever you are trying to do and whoever you are the Roger Bannister. Take care.